Right, back again with the main man, JFT. We're going to do the co-main event for the Ring 5 show in Saudi on Saturday, 2 days after Christmas. As Jay mentioned, I think 126-0 for the main and co-main. Brilliant, brilliant fight. Junto Nakatani finally up at 122 pounds. He's going to fight in Inoue in May. Fingers crossed they both get through. He'll face the dangerous Sebastian Hernandez. He's 20-0, 18 knockouts. It's a pretty scary record, but you know, as we know, Jay, sometimes these records can get... He has a couple of decent names on there, to be fair, but, you know, fighting the level of Inoue Nakatani, as we know, is probably a different proposition to some of the names that he's been through. But look, you can't look past... he's obviously got heavy hands, let's say that. But Junto will go in a big favourite. He's 31-0, 24 stoppages. So, yeah, how do you see this, Jay? Look, obviously, selfishly, we're hoping that Inoue and Nakatani both win on Saturday night because we want to see the Japanese mega fight next year. But look, they're both facing undefeated fighters. You know, whether you like it or not, yes, they're going to be big favourites each. But Hernandez and Picasso both don't know the feeling of defeat, so you have to take something in that, don't you?
Yeah, for me, the two fights, the two headliners, so to speak, this is the one that I'm less confident about being a walkover as such. And I don't mean that like Inu is just to turn up. You know, he's in a fight, but I believe it's a fight that
he's moving up and everything like that.
That's the problem for me. And you know, his opponent hits very hard. Did you say he's got 18 knockouts of his 20 wins?
18 finishes. I mean, look, you know, you have to...
How does he travel? The issue for me is how does he travel? It's a long way from Mexico to
fight in Mexico,
Japan.
And his last fight was in San Diego, which is basically in Mexico.
That's Mexico, you know. So I think that Nakatani obviously starts the heavy favourite, but for me, it's how he takes a shot and how he holds a shot because he's going to get he's going to get touched at some point in this fight. It's a new weight division for him that he's not had a chance to grow into yet. He's literally bulking up, you know, and we've seen this before. Terence Crawford, for example, bulked up to take a fight in a division that he wasn't ready for and sort of bumbled through against Madrimov, didn't he, really?
Yeah,
you know,
tough night,
showed vulnerabilities, was getting caught a lot. And I just feel that if Nakatani gets caught here, this is not the guy you want to be in trouble against. I do think that he's better, and I think he'll win. But I think out of the two, this is the one that I'm less confident about my pick.
Yeah, I think it'll serve him well if he goes through. Thanks for joining us again, birthday man Hawkan. He's got Nakatani in 6. Yeah, I agree. I actually want to see Nakatani tested by Hernandez and take a few because, you know, realistically, if he can't take a few from Hernandez, what's going to happen in the Inoue fight? So I want to see him make his statement, but I also want to see him come through a bit of adversity as well. Look, the fight's there on a silver platter. I'd like to think that the Riyadh season team who were involved in both Ryan Garcia against Rolly Romero and Deontay Wilder against Joseph Parker that we just spoke about for these setup fights that AJ and Wilder was being announced in the ring and Ryan Garcia against Haney was being announced in the ring. We lost them both. Look, they're both sellable because they're both fighting undefeated fighters, Picasso and Hernandez. I get it, but I'm hoping that the levels will show. I'm kind of in and around where Hawkan's at, to be honest. I'm going to go a little bit later, maybe 7 or 8, but I think mid to late-ish rounds of the fight. I think it's a 12-rounder anyway. I think Nakatani will come through. A couple of hairy moments, like you say, but get the finish in the end.
I am going the opposite way. So, well, not the opposite way, but I think it's going to go points. I think Nakatani will win a UD.
Yeah. Okay. Look, that wouldn't surprise me. And I kind of hope we do see that. But look, positive for us, mate. It's going to be on Saturday lunchtime.
Oh, yes.
Christmas is going to be well and truly over. And we're going to get back stuck right into the boxing. So it's going to be live on DAZN for anybody watching us if you're looking where to find it. It's going to be very early for the US audience. It's going to be perfect for us over here. Pleasure as always, JFT. Thanks for joining me as always.
Thanks for having me, man.
Jay's Fight Talk YouTube channel and Jay's Fight Talk on X. And we'll see everybody at the other side of Christmas. Wish everybody a great